Welcome back to episode 3 in the Youthful Revolution series featuring Immortal DC. Today we are starting with looking at the group stages, followed by 2 important matches. I will get around to the schedule and also the matches in just a moment's time, but I just want to start right here showing that we have played 26 games and have completed the championship group stage D here. Well, we are in the D group. And we ended on 67 points, right? 67 points, 22 more points than number 2. So we did win it, well, this group, and we are promoted into the promotion group kind of thing. And just to get you up to speed, this is the rules with the promotion group. Now, there is more about this than meets the eye. You probably can't tell because of how I'm starting this episode. There are 6 games in each group. There are 2 groups in this promotion stage, and each of us has to play, each other once. So that's kind of how it goes, but there are more to it. Let's get in. I played 2 games, so let's get into those 2 games and see how they went. The first game in the promotion group was against another first place team in one of the other groups that they did win. So 2-0 loss here against Miramar. Yes, we had actually 3 suspensions in this one. We did not have 3 of our most important players in this game, but let's just take a quick look at how the goals came. The first goal they scored here was kind of a counter-attack, and it's a really good finish. We will see it in just a moment here. There we are. It's a very good finish from that guy. And the second one was a more normal way how we concede goals at the back post actually here with a good header from Macedo. Right, so that was bad, of course, but it will get a lot worse. Just take a look at the next game here, which is against Montralacre, I think. And we are away from home, and they also beat us. And worth a mention here again is that they were also first place in their initial group. Yes, they were. However, this was absolutely our strongest 11, or close to our strongest 11. They did score the first goal in this one, 37 minutes in, and yeah, it's a small little tap in. Pretty poor defending, I would say. Second goal is also theirs, and not too surprising, it's a back post. Piner is putting in a bit of a pressure here, and that means that Silva will get a shot in, and thankfully we do get a goal, but not enough. So absolutely a terrible result for us, which means we are gonna have some trouble. And I'll show you why. But first, let's take a look at the schedule here, because we actually did really well since the last game we played up here against Elvas. 8 wins. It's 8 wins and 1 draw in those games. And then the last 2 games we just played, yeah, that was in the championship group. So, I mean, that's a significant point hold right there, right? I mean, we have done so well in that initial group stage. But that doesn't matter. At all. It doesn't matter. Why? Well, as you can probably tell right now, the initial group stages points are not being taken into account in the promotion stages. I can't even, it's like, what? So this promotion stage is basically like a Champions League format where you basically have a season within the season. Now, my problem, I got a lot of problems with that. I think it's probably one of the most ridiculous things I've seen in Football Manager in all my time playing Football Manager. Because here's the point. We were promoted, right? We were promoted, if we go into the schedule here, we were promoted right here. After this game, right here. We were promoted after this game. 4-2 victory against Barriero here, Fabiel. We were promoted here. I didn't know, and that's of course me not knowing it, and yeah, you can say that I should have played differently. Yeah, I should. Now, if I had known that we wouldn't get any points from the group, or from the normal group stage here, into the promotion stage, I would have completely changed how I was playing this game. Because all of these points doesn't matter. All of these games didn't matter at all. All I needed to do was not getting yellow cards, not getting red cards, not getting injuries, and that's it. So you have a format where you sometimes will need to just throw games away because you don't care about them. You don't care about how many points you get, right? And that actually hurt us. In this case, it actually did hurt us because in this game here against Miramar, we didn't have any injuries, but we had 3 suspensions to our 2 fullbacks and also our defensive midfielder. 3 of the most important players in the team was out because of suspensions. I feel like this is probably one of the most ridiculous kind of formats I've seen in FM. Sorry, any Portuguese teams out there or anyone that actually has to do with the officials of this thing. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's horrendously bad. I'm sorry, but I'm going off a rant here. It's just so bad. It's a stupid format. I thought it would work like Denmark, where you just split it into two and you still have your points, right? You just split the league into two, where one of them is promotion, the other one is relegation. But no, you had to do this. You had to, you know, make a hard reset. Why? I think they do that in Brazil as well, and I don't think I've ever done a save down there because of that. I'm really, it's just stupid. It's just a stupid format. It's really, really, really annoying. But hey, it is what it is, and I will play around it. I will try and get the best out of it. But one thing is pretty guaranteed now. We are very unlikely to be promoted this season. Even though we are 15 points ahead of any of these guys before this. It's just... So you have your whole season just getting ruined by 2 games. Alright, well, I guess it is what it is. I couldn't help myself. I needed to go off on a rant here because of how bad I feel this is. In other news, we do have a new contract running another year. Yes, the board did give us a new contract and we are happy to accept it, of course. We have our intake day and, well, we actually had it a couple of days ago, but yeah, it was in April and it's an excellent one. It is actually an excellent one, as we can see up here. We do have an elite talent, we have some top talents, some good talents, and some decent talents. Now, what I did and what I needed to do here was actually signing them, not myself, but let the backroom staff do it. Why? Because otherwise we wouldn't get any of them. And I do believe we should take all of them instead of none of them. Because that was the options. Either none of them or all of them. Because our finances is terrible. It's not. See, here's the thing, right? Okay, our wage budget is way over now because they all the new intakes gets £45 per week. Before it was 700. Well, no, it was 900. Now it's 1269. It's not a problem in the overall balance, and it's also definitely not a problem when we look at the projection. So it's basically just the board not allowing us to have enough wages to actually do anything. So that's a massive problem. We have a massive financial problem with the wages. So it was either all of them or none of them. And I signed all of them. So let's go take a look at them. Ruben Lorenzi, a fullback, which I think he looks alright. There is only really one question mark on him, and that is... Well, there are 2. One, his potential, but also his consistency. But otherwise, he looks okay. Nuno Hermenegildo. Wow, what a name. I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, he's also a fullback on the left-hand side. A little bit more of a question mark in terms of some of his attributes. But otherwise, yeah, I think he's very similar to the other guy. 3-star potential. At least he's consistent, this guy, so that's good. But otherwise, I have a hard time seeing him become part of the first team squad next season because he doesn't have the acceleration, doesn't have the crossing, doesn't look that great right now. Eduardo Azul, he to me looks like a ball-winning midfielder or defensive midfielder. I think we're going to turn him into a defensive midfielder. I think we can get more out of him there. He do have crossing 7. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, not the best player in the world. His consistency is also in the orange. We don't like to see that. But otherwise, he do have the aggression 12, which is pretty good, and some decent physical. So he could be interesting. Also work rate of 11. Not too bad. Teamwork of 10. Yeah, he could be a good team player, I suppose. But we would probably need to go make sure that he would be played in the defensive midfield role rather than further up the field. Vinicius Santos, also a midfielder, but this guy is, well, a bit odd, I would say. But he jumping reach of 13 is kind of interesting as an anger man, maybe. Could he play as an anger man? Could he be an interact? Oh, it's not the anger man. Which one is it that I'm thinking about? It's the halfback I'm thinking about here. Yeah, I mean, there might be a halfback in this guy, isn't there? I think that could be a half-decent halfback. Luis Martins, a sweeper, keeper kind of thing. Yeah, inconsistent, and anything here that, like, first touch 2. Yeah, well, we'll see about him. We'll see. I don't really like how he looks right now, but he could develop. I mean, he do have the rushing out tendency, which might be good the way we're playing right now, so... Yeah, we'll see. Eric Segura, a white target forward. I'm not sure about that. I think this guy would be better as a winger. I think what he's missing is probably off the ball and also passing. But otherwise, I think he has the ability to go up and play a winger. And his foot is very... He could maybe even inside forward. maybe. It really depends on how he develops. It really depends. But yeah, I mean, not the worst I've seen. Also, it doesn't have any cons that we don't like to see, so he should be okay, I guess. I actually forgot to check up on there. Oh, this guy's a mercenary. I don't know what the other ones were, but maybe you saw what it was. But yeah, I think there was a couple of good ones in there, but mercenary is not one of them at all. I don't like mercenary. I would never sign a mercenary if it wasn't an intake. Ethor Shevchenko? I think it's Ethor. I'm not sure. But yeah, he is second nationality Ukrainian. Interesting. I think there is a lot of Ukrainians actually living in Portugal now, so I'm not too surprised, I guess. He is a poacher, or maybe an advanced forward if we're training him into that, but he do have some interesting numbers. Very good physicals, actually. Overall is pretty high for a... How old is he? 15, and he is unambitious, unfortunately, but that's not the worst one in the world. Finishing 14. Technique 11, not too bad either. That's basically the two ones you want to see if you want to score goals, and maybe and also pace and acceleration in the lower leagues, of course. Strength is also pretty good, actually. But yeah, it seems okay to me. Anything up here? Inconsistent. Not great in that case, but you know, not the worst. Ricardo Monterio or Monterio? I'm not too sure. Monterio. I'm gonna go with Monterio. Alright, an advanced playmaker. Okay. Flair 13. Yes, agility 12. Technique 14. First touch mine. He looks interesting. He's definitely not a defensive midfielder. Yeah, I mean, what is his potential? Quite up there. I mean, we're going from the lowest to the highest here with the way I'm going. So, unfortunately, also bad consistency. Yeah, I guess he's okay. We'll see how he develops, but I'm worried about these types of players. Very, technical, advanced playmaker types. If they don't have the mentals and don't have the physicals, they're usually never going to be good enough. Especially also being casual. Oh boy, that's probably one of the worst personalities you can have. So yeah, I don't think this guy's going to be good enough for us. Sergio Morera, a pressing forward. His numbers look kind of good here. His physicals are pretty good. Of course, he needs to work on his strength and stamina. But if he could work on those two things, I guess the mentals will come, right? The mentals will come. He do not have the finishing. That's another thing he does need to work on. And also the technique is fairly low on 7. But yeah, otherwise he looks kind of interesting. What about... he's an injury prone. Dang it. You know, injury prones, they're gonna be gone at some point in my team. It's just not gonna happen. I hate it. It's basically the worst thing they can have. I mean, if it was red, it would be a lot worse, but also unambitious. Yeah. I mean, he could develop into something, this guy, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him being released in a year's time, or a couple of years' time, actually. But yeah, I doubt this guy, because of the injury prone, is gonna be very, very good. Francisco Ignicio, something like that. A defensive winger? I don't think so. No, he's not a defensive winger. He doesn't have tackling or marking. Absolutely not. Also, the positioning is terrible. Nah, he is a winger, isn't he? Yeah, I mean, the off the ball is 4, passing is 5. That's what he needs to work on. But otherwise, decent, I suppose. Not too bad. What about up here? Consistency is in the orange. But at least we haven't actually seen any of our intakes so far that have been having double of these things that we don't like to see up here. So, it's not terrible, I suppose. But yeah, I don't see him being part of the first team either. Unfortunately, these intakes seems a little bit further away from the first team than what I would have thought they were. Yeah, I doubt he's gonna be part of the first team, but he could develop quite a bit. But now to the main man, Igor. Yes, Brazilian Igor with one name. No surname. No, we don't do that here. He's very, very good. He actually already played. I think I played him in the last game, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't I? Yes, I did play him in the last game. He came on in the last game and played a couple of minutes. He looks very good. Now, he looks extremely good. He could be high potential. This guy could be, if he develops right, he could be, he could be top tier. He could be top tier, this guy. It all depends, of course, but this guy, he got a lot of potential. I am very excited for this guy. extremely... I mean, the only negative... Well, there are two kind of negatives, I suppose. There's nothing in his attributes that is telling me that he wouldn't develop into someone really, really good. Now, he is balanced, which is not terrible. It's just... It's kind of the neutral state. Kind of a mixed bag, I would call it even. But he do have the orange consistency over here. So he's kind of a little bit inconsistent. But, I mean... He at this level, I don't think that matters. That would be something if he were to go into the best Portuguese league, then it would matter, and he could potentially be good enough for that if he develops, because he's the perfect central defender to get for next season. Absolutely, he's even fairly good on the ball, right? He got passing 9, first touch 8. Well, the vision is 5, but yeah, still, it's definitely the best intake we had, 100%. All right, so we got 4 matches to play. All of them probably gonna be very, very hard, but the first one, that is gonna be a must win, because if we lose that, I think it's over then. I don't think we can catch anyone then. We have 0 points. If these guys win, they are, you know. So if we don't win the next one, I think I could already call it. But let's see how it goes. Not quite the best 11 we can put out there. We do have a red card and a couple of other injuries. Rodriguez is out and Opera is out with a red card, unfortunately. Yeah, also a couple of injuries to... he's probably the preferred center back right now that can come in from the bench. And also, well, he never played. He played 10 games and he was just injury for the entire season, basically. So not the best 11 out there, and let's go over and check these guys out. I don't really see anything here that pops out to me, except from them playing a very... This tactic, the 5-3-3 is just... Or 4-3-3, sorry. It's just good. It's just really, really good. So I am worried about this match. Another thing I noticed was this assisting here. This guy, Martim Aguas, is someone we want to stop. We want to stop him. So I think we're going to come into the opposition instructions here and tell them to... Where is he? There he is. Probably want to do some tight marking on him. Yeah, I don't actually use this a whole lot in FM24. I did a lot in FM23 and 22, but I haven't really felt like I needed to do a lot in here. But, you know, sometimes you just want to do 1 or 2 things because you see someone that is just crazy good. But otherwise, it's not really something I do a whole lot of. So yeah, I think we're ready to go here. Right, so I'm gonna skip the other screen, the one that is whatever. Right, we already saw in the tactic what we are playing. So I'm gonna go into the dressing room instead from now on, and because I am doing them right now, I might not do them in the future, but right now I am actually doing them. I'm actually gonna say that I expect nothing but a win here. We need the result. They didn't like it. Okay, well. There it are, or there it is, so off we are. 3 minutes in, we get a penalty, Fabinho. Bang, we got one. 16 minutes in, we got an injury. I have no idea why we got that penalty. I think it was actually someone's hand was in the way, or I don't know. I don't know what happened, but we do have an injury here to Miranda to take care of. I guess Ari is coming in. Do I want to do silver instead? I think I'm gonna do silver instead, actually. I think I trust Silver a little bit more here. Yeah, let's do Silver. Straight into the action here with Silver, making a really good run, taking it down, and then he's cutting it back for Fadigas with a long shot. Oh, that's such a goalkeeper drop. Man, what a goalkeeper drop. Right before halftime, they get a set piece, and it's actually a pretty good routine, or, well, I don't know what they're doing here, but our defender's definitely not defending, so yeah, there we go. Halftime? Yeah, I guess we can be fairly happy with that. I mean, 2-1 away from home here. 2 pretty good goals as well for us. I mean, I think that long shot was probably better than I gave it credit. I think Fadigas' long shot was actually kind of good, but little bit of a goalkeeping drop, I would say, as well. But yeah, not great to see that goal go in just before the halftime. 45 minutes in, they scored that. That's annoying, but hey, it is what it is. I think it's a very even game. They have had 2 good opportunities. We have had 3 good opportunities. So it's a very even game right now. But yeah, no changes. Let's just move into second half here. Right, 62 minutes in, and there's a couple of things that go through my mind here. One of them is that they are definitely having a lot of chances. We have none. Well, we do have 1 or 2, but none in highlights. And it does look like they're pushing us back. I think they have gone on some kind of more offensive kind of style of tactic right now. So what I'm thinking is we make a couple of subs and we also probably change the tactic slightly. I'm thinking going back to cautious actually, because I kind of want to counterattack a little bit more and sit a little bit deeper and using our pace. So maybe if we could make some subs that make sense in terms of pace. that would be good. But those yellows are also a bit of a concern. Especially Fardini playing only 6.5 here. That on a yellow, I'm gonna take him off. We have 3 more subs. I guess we can make another one here. Taking both of our best fullbacks out is probably not a great idea. I think Baldi would be good. I mean, is he quick? He's 11. No, he's actually really quick. We should probably keep him in there, because he could have the pace to actually do something. Unless we have someone else out here that I feel like, maybe Ari. He's fairly quick. He's a fairly quick player. Also very good, of course. I think we are probably going to put him on here. It's just, how are we going to... You know what? I think he's just coming in instead of Fabinho here. And it's a bit of a gamble, but if we do get the ball on the counter and he's coming in behind them as a wingback, that is going to hurt them. Because he is so good and he's so quick. So I think that's the 2 changes, and also the just a slight change in the to cautious here, and then we just move on. Okay, 10 minutes to go. It does seem like that their chances are not... well, they got 1 more after that. We don't have any chances at all, so I guess we're sitting fairly deep, as we can also tell from this, the average position without the ball. We're sitting really, really deep when we don't have the ball, but that's the entire match, of course. But we are not really penetrating into their, you know, third half. So yeah, I think we're just doing 2 subs here, and just, yeah, Fadigas, he's done for. He can't play the rest of this match. Ramos or Barros, he's nervous. No, I don't want to put Barros on when he's nervous. That doesn't seem right. But taking Fadigas out that's a big risk. But with his legs going off, or not there anymore, basically, I think we need to take him off. So Ramos, yeah, I think he's okay as a defensive midfielder. Yeah, I think we're good. He should be alright as a defensive midfielder. I don't really want to change that role. I think Baldi is also coming out. That's a bigger problem. How are we going to do that? Or do we want... Maybe we should... No, we can't wait. We need to do it now, because we already made that sub in the first half. So we actually do need another sub right now. Otherwise, we don't get all 5 subs. So I guess we're probably putting Pinner on the wing. And then putting Milo on. I mean, he's not great. He hasn't been, but he's not terrible either. He's a little bit more of a poacher type than an advanced forward, but I'm gonna play him as an advanced forward. Yeah, okay, let's try. I mean, it can only go wrong, so yeah, let's confirm that. It's a disaster, of course. It's from a corner. What else? What else would it be? Right, full time, 2-2. Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. Honestly, it's a bit of a disaster. We were in front 2-0 in the first half, and we let them get it. We let them get the draw, and it's basically our chances of promotion now. It's such a slim chance. It's like it's almost not there. I guess it was a mistake taking out what is his name? Fadigas actually. Actually, both of them, I would say. All the best players went out, and yeah, I mean, their legs are just going, man. It's just, you can't keep them in there forever. So terrible. Losing that match in the 87th minute, that's gonna hurt. That's very hurtful. But then again, we were not the better team. They were the better team, for sure they were. We were probably lucky getting a draw here. So you know what? I don't know how to feel about it. But yeah, let's move on. So with that result, and also the result from the other game, Monterlacre did win their game, which means they have 7 and 6 points for Miramar. So that's pretty much worst possible scenario here. It's just been worst possible scenario since we got into this group. Yeah, I mean, we need to... I don't see it happening, but I mean, if we win 2 games and maybe get a draw in the last 3, maybe then. Very big maybe. But yeah, let's get to them. Alright, so let's talk about this next game here. I have already put it up how I want it, and it's pretty much first 11 going in there against these guys, Monterlacre. And Monterlacre is, well, they are also playing the 4-3-3, so, I mean, it seems like it's just the best choice for the AI to play that. And some of the best teams seems to be, also previously what I've noticed, 4-3-3 is just a really, really, really good formation for the AI to use. A couple of things to notice here is, well, one thing, and that's also the reason why Silver's in there. They're, yeah, they do concede, or, well, they do get assist against them from crosses. And Gonçalves' ability might help. Yeah, not really, because he's not getting into the box, Gonçalves, unless it's on corners. And on corners, they're quite good defensively speaking. So that's probably not where we're gonna get a goal against them. Where we are gonna get a goal is probably from Silver getting into the box and then Miranda crossing it in, or maybe Opara crossing it in, or Fadini or Fabinho crossing it in. That's why I got Silver in there actually, because he's quite good in the air, and we don't really have a lot of players that are good in the air, so I'm kind of worried in that sense. We probably want our in the closing stages of the half, probably the last 20 minutes, we probably want to push it onto attacking, or maybe the last 15 minutes, because that is where they are, you know, conceding goals. So other than that, I don't really want to change anything. That's about what I found that I think could hurt them. But otherwise, I think what I think about this game is that we are probably gonna lose it, and we're probably also not gonna be the best team out there. So yeah, but yeah, let's see. Team talk. We're gonna go with what the assistant manager is actually saying here, but we are gonna do hands in pocket as well. There we go. Oh, that worked. Okay, nice. I don't want to say I'm a tactical genius or anything, but just take a look at this goal here. Fadini with the assist to Silver with his header on the back post. I mean, well, maybe not genius because they do score to 2-0, and I can also see how they are playing now. It's not gonna be easy, guys. So there we go. All right, so we are almost 30 minutes in, and as we know, we should probably change to a little bit more attacking here at the end of this half. Now, I would definitely say it's more even than I thought it would be, so that's good, but I do also think they have the better team. Now, especially in terms of quality. Remember, we were supposed to be in the bottom of the league, and we are at the top of the league, right? We are playing against the top teams, and we are at the top of the league, and we are not supposed to be up there. So, yeah, I mean, all things considered, it's been a good season already. But this match, I think we are gonna go positive here. I don't know. Because it's just, see, that whole mentality thing, it just means they're gonna try and play faster football, but maybe that's good. Maybe we do want to try a little bit more fast to get the ball forward when we do get it. But yeah, let's see here. We got average position without the ball. We are not that far, we're actually not that far down. And when we do get it, we are pretty good to move up into positions where we could be a threat. So maybe going positive here could be a thing. Is there anything in the instructions that I'm thinking? Pass into space is pretty good. Run a defense, yeah, I don't really. I think pretty much everything we got. Maybe slightly shorter could be good. Slightly shorter could be good. Roll it down, counter, no. Trigger press, get stuck in, step more up. Nope, there's nothing. That's it. That's gonna be it. Yeah, let's do that. Half time, and we unfortunately did not score that late kind of goal that we were looking for with that positive. But I think we're gonna continue on the positive. But it looked like we did get one more chance than them. So it's a very, very even game right now. They do have the more XG, but that's probably, that chance was actually a better XG than ours when they scored. So yeah, usually headers are not very high XG, so that's probably the case. They do have the possession, which is not terrible for us, but it's just a good team. They just have a really, really good team. Just a random player here, just look at him, man. He would be a star player in our team. It's easily star player. Yeah, so I think we're just going to continue with the positive mentality and just hope for the best that we can get a result here. But I still do think we need to win it to get anywhere. Fadigas, 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 Fadigas. Okay, so it is 12 minutes after that incredible goal by Fadigas. Absolutely stunning. I don't even know if I want to put that on top 3, because it's not really a top 3 goal, but in importance, it's up there, right? It's up there. So it's gone really, really well here in the second half. We had some pretty big chances even before this goal. And I'm sitting there thinking if we should just continue with the positive mentality, or if we should go back to balance, or what should we do here? Because at some point they're gonna go attacking, aren't they? And we also do need to make some subs. So let's check out what we are looking at here. Fadini on that yellow, but I don't want to take him out, to be honest. I think we're gonna gamble here with him in there. We definitely need our best players in there. Miranda, 6.5, he hasn't been great, but he's pleased with the way we're playing. Our body language is pleased. And Fabinho, yeah, I think we're gonna wait at least 10 more minutes here, actually. I think we're gonna wait 10 more minutes. So 10 more minutes, and they had one small chance here, but they didn't. That's the only chance they had in the, second half so far. I'm very, very pleased with how things are going right now, but I mean, one goal and it's all gone. We should definitely make subs now. We have a couple of guys that are running out of steam here. Miranda is definitely coming out. We got Baldy who could come in. Could also do Ramos. Let's just take a look at Ramos here. Yes, because of his jumping reach, I'm gonna go for him instead. We will keep Silver in there, I think. unless he's getting injured or something. Fadigas, I guess Silver is gonna play this one. I think bolstering that midfield is actually important. They are playing a narrow kind of formation and trying to play through us in the midfield. So maybe having, I mean, yes, we don't have the best defensive midfielder in Silver, but at least he got fresh legs. So I think that's gonna be, maybe we should take Rodriguez out. We do have Gomez out there, and that's a straight up kind of sub. They are around the same level, so I think I'm okay with that as well. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Do we want Ramos to be an inside forward? Yes, we do. We have been really good on corners, and Gonzalez getting it in by 2 tries here. Lovely, 3-1. And there it is, a 3-1 result. That is a huge one for us, and also the way it came. That thing going on positive was, that was a big deal. Let's take a look at the analytics here. Look at that, right here, we turned it on positive, and after that it was all us, right? They had a couple of small chances, but after that it was just all us. So going on positive here was definitely the right choice, 100%. Absolutely fantastic match by us. Andre Silva, play of the match. The first time I'm starting him in, and I even gave the reason for why we were starting him in. Fantastic game. I mean, that's probably one of the most satisfying wins so far this season. Ooh, look at this. Montalagre did not win their match. They only got a draw, so now there is actually a chance for us to come back into this. But next one is going to be against Miramar, I believe it is. Yep, we got Miramar, and then potentially the easy match. Maybe easy, maybe not, we'll see. But this one, if we can win that one, oh boy, then we're talking. We actually ended up signing one more of the youth academy guys, the intakes. This guy called Gonzalo Silveira Ramos. We signed him as well because he don't have any negatives, and it was actually suggested by our backroom staff. He is an ambitious guy, so that's not great, but he do have some decent physicals, so yeah, we'll pick him up as well. He is a winger, and that's about it. I mean, there is a lot of work to do on this guy because he doesn't have the best dribbling. Well, 7 is not terrible, but crossing 4, that is not great. His stamina needs to go up, but otherwise he's... yeah, the physicals is the reason why we're taking him, and the no cons. Same guys as before for the next game here against Miramar. They are number 1 in the group, so it's gonna be a tough game no matter what, especially away from home. So what I noticed against these guys is that they don't really seem to have a incredible... I mean, what I think they're playing some kind of similar to us, very high line, kind of try to pressure, because everything looks toward them being really good in a pressure kind of situation. So I think they're playing some kind of, yeah, that kind of mentality. We did lose against them the first game, and it was definitely a tough game, so I think that's how they are actually playing. I'm not 100% sure, but they seem to be not too good on set pieces, so hopefully we can get something from that. But otherwise, I think we're just going in how we normally play and see how it goes in the first half, and maybe we will change it around to a positive mentality if we can, because I think these guys are gonna be a lot harder to play through, a lot harder. Let's pump some fist and tell the guys to, yes, yeah, we're the underdogs here, but go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for. There we go. Didn't like it. Okay, fair enough. Oh boy, that's a bit of a disaster. Opara, after 18 minutes, is getting an injury. What kind of injury is it? Potential foot injury. Yeah, he's definitely out for the next game as well then. Not that if we don't win this one, the next game doesn't really matter too much. But let's just bring in the Silva here. Not great having to do that sub already this early on. As we know, piss poor on corners, and we do score a goal against them. Kind of, you know, second time around here. Pinner just getting in there and just a bit of a deflection, but I'll take it. Half time, and that went a lot better than I thought it would. Lots and lots of corners for us. I think I saw like 6 corners for us. Actually, I'm not too sure about it. Does it say it anywhere here? No. But yeah, I think it was like 5 or 6 corners for us. Pretty close to scoring 2-0 as well. They had 1 good long shots, and that was basically it. So far so good, but I have a feeling they might have a comeback in the second half. Here we go. Fardini into Miranda. Miranda down the line and finding a cutback for Pinner, hitting the post in. Lovely. 3 minutes later, they are not gonna get a chance. We get a tackle in. Miranda is gonna get a really good pass into Pinner, who's finding space, getting another shot in. 3-0. This is going a lot better than I could have expected. We are 70 minutes in, 3-0 up. We should probably make some subs. I mean, Pinner has been... I mean, this is definitely gonna make him player of the season, I think. So let's take a look here. We got a couple of yellow cards. Silver on that yellow, he's not coming out. I think we need to ease him off the tackles. So Fadini, I think we can take him off. With 3-0 up, I don't think we're going to concede 3 goals here. They barely had a chance, to be honest, so far. So, yeah, let's just take the yellow cards off, because that seems like the most reasonable thing to do here, unless we had someone really low in condition. Miranda for Baldi. Yeah, the Baldi is fine. Baldi hasn't played well in the last 5 matches when he played, so that's why he's not really playing right now. Yeah, I think that's probably it, but oh, no, pause it, because I do also want to make sure. I hated it just continues the game even when I paused it before, after the subs, because I'm using this make sub thing. No, where is he? Where is he? Silver. Whoops, I didn't mean to go in there. Go back. We want to player instruction. We want to do that, because I think there is a very good chance for him to get another yellow card if we don't do that. So there we go. Now we can continue. Gonçalves was absolutely slaughtered and we get a penalty. So let's see if we score the goal here. Fabinho from the spot, but unfortunately it's not going in. 81 minutes in, last 2 subs. Fadigas is coming out, Ari coming in. We're gonna make Ari a Segunda Volante on attack, because I think he is okay in there playing that way. I mean, he would rather be a winger, but yeah, you can't always get what you want. Fabinho, yeah, I think it would be a good idea to actually take him out. We are 3-0 up, 81 minutes. I think we're just taking him off. The question is, who is coming in? Should we give our youngster here? We could, nah, we're not gonna give Ramos can actually play over there. Well, he can play over there, but he's not very good at it, but he can definitely play there. Maybe we should make him a inverted wingback or something like that. Nah, you know what? Just keep it at fullback. There we go. 3-0 is the final result. What a game that was from the lads. Holy moly, that was big. Look at these statistics. We should not be able to do that against a team like them. I have no idea what happened here, but something didn't go their way, that's for sure. Yeah, very, very, very happy about that. I can't really explain it. It just, everything just clicked for the guys in there, especially Pina. Absolutely fantastic. 3 goals, getting a hat-trick. I think that's actually the first hat-trick we have. So yeah, player of the match performance by him. And I guess we do have a chance in the league, but let's go out and check that. Oh yeah, we do absolutely have a chance here. All we need to do is basically, well, it depends. It really depends. Now here's the thing. If we win our game, if we win against União de Santarém, if we win against them, we are pretty much guaranteed to go up. Because the other 2 are also going to be playing against each other. And no matter what the result is there, if we win, we go up. But if we draw, then it's up to goal difference then. Let's check up on the rules here and see what it actually is saying. League sorting rules, results between the teams. So between the teams, we have 3 goals here. They have 2 here, so we are also better than them in that. So even a draw, if the other teams are also drawing, we would also go up. We are in a pretty good spot here. It all comes down to the last match of the season. I haven't actually checked how they're playing, but I don't think we're gonna change how we are playing. Yeah, it's a 4-3-3, of course. Anything in here? I noticed that they definitely they conceded 2 goals on corners when we played them the last time, so I guess that's okay. Anything over here? Not really. 13 of the 28 assists conceded in the 20 matches they have come from inside the penalty area. So we should probably try to work the ball into the box, but that's not really our playstyle. I think we're just gonna see how it goes to begin with, and then we will change it around inside the match. And yeah, except from Da Silva, it's pretty much the best 11 we can put out there. Sort of. Do we have any injuries? We do have Opara injured, so that's probably the only one that we probably would have put in there instead. But yeah, let's get into it, and hopefully we can find a win. So if we win, we are promoted. If it's a draw, maybe something happens in the other game that means we will still be promoted or not. Lose, we are out. Then we don't get promoted. So it's very easy. It's very easy. Let's do some hands in pockets and tell them to pick up where they left off. Yeah, I think that's gonna be, well, not great, but not terrible either. I think this is gonna be the first through ball of the season. Gomez with a long ball over the top. Pinner is there to take it home. Really good control of the ball right there. As it stands, after 20 minutes of play here with that fantastic goal by Pinner, we are, and they don't have a chance, we are top of the league right now, or top of the promotion stage group here. So if that continues, we are golden. Halftime, and it is 1-0, of course. And yeah, we are definitely the better team out there. No doubt about that. But they had one chance where I was a little bit worried. They had one chance, but they didn't get it on target. But they are definitely playing some kind of counter-attacking style football and just letting us have the possession. Now, let's check up on the latest scores here. So, yeah, we're actually still on top. There was a time where we wasn't. Yeah, they scored, Berrier and Mar here. They did score, but Montreal came back and scored in the 45th minute. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, as long as this is 1-1, we are on top. If one of them are leading their game, if one of them are winning the game, so to speak, we are only going to get second place. But as long as we keep in front, as long as we are winning our game, we will be promoted. So it should be okay. Right now, I'd say that. It's okay right now. But yeah, let's get into second half and hopefully we can get away with a win here. All right, so we got to the 77 mark and things are... I already made 2 subs here. Gonçalves came in and also Pixioto, who hasn't really played a lot, but I put him on anyway, which might be a mistake. So here's the thing, right? As you can tell, they are definitely getting more chances now, and ours are drying up. I don't know what to do about that. I was thinking about maybe going cautious, even going positive to try and up the tempo a little bit. I am not sure what the correct thing is to do here. Probably something. We should probably do something, but I actually don't think cautious is going to be helpful for the way we're playing. So I think I'm actually going to stick it on positive and do an instruction of hit early crosses. So we're doing things a little bit more fast. Run at defense. Yeah, I think we still want to run at defense maybe. Be more disciplined. No, I don't like that, but I do like this. Oh, it just started. It just started, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make some subs. I hate when it does that. I should probably go into the tactic and subs, then it doesn't do it. Faldini, he's coming out. Just fresh legs. Fresh legs is all we need in there. Ari is coming in. Do we make the last sub here? It's 78 minutes. Yeah, sure. Let's just bring in... Yeah, we don't really... I mean, Andres Silva maybe for Pina up front. I mean, we don't need more goals here. And probably... Well, actually, yeah, Pina is actually better in the air. But I'm okay. I'm okay with this. Just fresh legs all over the place. I'm not going to change the central defense. I think we are good there. All right. Hopefully that should be okay for the remainder of the... I mean, we got 12 minutes to go and then we are promoted. 12 more minutes. Please, game. Please. No. Why, game? Why? It always happens in the most important matches. Why did I put this guy in? And why did I use all my subs? It's stupid. Of course it happened. Injury to the guy that shouldn't have been playing. God dang. We can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. I shouldn't have put him on. I just shouldn't have put him on. It's just... This is gonna be... yeah. Can Silva play over there? No. How are we gonna do this? Mendes, can he play over there? I think he can. Yeah, okay. Put Mendes over there. Put Silva up here as an advanced forward. Or maybe deep lying. No, actually target forward on attack. Put Ari back on... support here. Oh man, if we lose because of this, or if we're gonna concede because of this, it will be so annoying. Man, it's just, but it's my own mistake. I shouldn't have made all the subs in the 78th minute. And I should also not have put in this guy because he was not tested. That is not a guy that I've used all that much. Actually, only one game, so that was a silly mistake. I shouldn't have used him. But god dang it, well... let's see how it goes. Oh, it doesn't get any worse than this. On the counter in the 90th minute, they score their goal. Oh, I can't believe it. They had one shot on target. And even more disastrous is it that Montreal is winning their game, which means we are not going through right now. We are out of the promotion. We are out of the promotion with 4 minutes to play. Oh, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. We need to go very attacking here. Even with 10 men out there, we need to go for it. Oh, it's mostly my mistake here, but oh man, as well. Like, what are the odds of this happening? It's just... It's just so crazy. It's just so crazy. Of course it happened, right? Of course it's gonna happen. Alright, well, here we go. The difference between success and failure is decided within 10 minutes of this game. It is just crazy. Just crazy. And there it is. Final result. At the end of the season, we do not go through. We do not go through. And it all ended in those 10 minutes after his injury here. 10 minutes was all they needed to absolutely destroy our dreams of promotion. Yeah. it is what it is. We will go again next season. Normally, I would do the end of season review within this episode, but this episode have already been way longer than I wished for, and I will change the format to 4 episodes per season next year or next season. Which means that we're gonna push all the things that got to do with, you know, looking at the players and average ratings and all that kind of stuff is pushed to the next episode within the transfer episode. So yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this, even with the very anticlimactic stuff going on here near the end. It is what it is. That's Football Manager for you. That's part of the excitement. But yeah, a bit of a failure. Also, yeah, that was just, oh man, that injury. It really hurts when you see that. It really, you just know, oh, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. And it was it. So I hope you enjoyed it, even if that was the case. And you know what? Just a small little thing here near the end. I don't think it would be good for us to actually go up. It might be for the better to stay down here. But anyway, that will be for next time. So, hope you enjoyed it. See you around.